Welcome back, everybody. Kindred spirits again. Day 4 of our summer camp. Let's just jump right into it. To be honest, the summer camp, it's going great. Yuna seems to be having a good time. The only thing is, it doesn't really seem like we are working with the couples as much as I expected us to be doing. I thought that's pretty much what the whole summer camp was going to be, but it's just been about us, which is nice. It's nice to just kind of calm down and relax, even though she's got a lot of stress cooking for like 1,000 people or whatever. But anyways, she likes cooking, it's fine. The 4th day of the camp. It was hot. It was incredibly hot. The weather forecast said it would go up to 36 degrees Celsius today. It's been a hot day every day, but today was gonna be sweltering. The cafeteria kitchen has air conditioning at least, but it's pretty hard to cook in that kind of heat. Breakfast wasn't too bad, but preparing lunch was awful. I don't have it as bad as the track girls out running under this blazing sun, I guess. All of them were lying around like overheated cats in the cafeteria and tatami room during their lunch break. I'll have to make sure there's enough salt in their dinner. I'm sure they're replenishing their fluids and minerals during practice, but I've got to think about it for their meals too. I'll adjust the menu a little to account for the lack of appetite due to the heat as well. I need to make it easy to eat. And we're helping out with these guys. But it was this spectacle in front of my eyes. But with this spectacle in front of my eyes, I didn't really have time to be thinking about all of that. Oh boy, what's going on here? Tsukuyo-chan, we've gotta assign all the rooms. Right, I know that, but before that, we have to check which rooms are open and how many futons we have. Tsurigimine-san and Sono-sensei were at their wits' end in the math club room, like always. How long have they been like this? Since morning, apparently. I just got here myself, though. I stood resigned with Aryu-san, both of us taking in the unfortunate scene before us. How exactly did this happen? Well, the weekend starts today. There are a fair number of students who only participate in the camp for those 2 days. Ah, I get it. The summer camp started 3 days ago, but it's not like you're required to stay the whole time. Depending on each club's plans, some only stay for a few days. And the weekend starting today is a bit of a rush period for the camp. The number of attendees increases suddenly, and Sono-sensei's overwhelmed because of it. Tsurigimine-san too, for that matter. Actually, these two have pretty much been working non-stop since the camp started. Aryu-san and I came to help them when we can, but they're like this every time. It's just like the two kindred spirits said. I doubt they'll have any time to relax together. Well, regardless, these two need help. It's like, they seem to have some organizational issues. It's a bit hard to watch. For now, we have some extras of those printouts we made the other day, right? How many did we make again, Ari-san? I accounted for all scheduled participants, so there should be enough. Then let's pass those out and make sure all the campers look over them. Sensei, you and Aryu-san should make sure everyone has the information they need. In the meantime, Tsurigimine-san and I will check the futons and rooms. We can assign everything when we all get back. Yes. Yeah, let's do that. Well, she seems a little more calm now, which is good. Okay, let's go then. Tsurigimine-san will check out how many futons we've got and which rooms are open. Let's stop by all the clubs and the camp too and ask if they have any extra stuff they don't need. Okay. Sorry for separating you from Sono-sensei, but I think you'll have some time later if we do this. Okay, Aryu-san, grab the printouts and we'll head to everyone who's still waiting. Right. I thought, oh, I did it again, didn't I? As I left the room with Tsurigimine-san this time, it didn't feel as depressing as it did the other day. Yeah, she likes to control things, or I don't know if she likes to do it, but she does it anyways, Yuna. I'm tired. Good job. Sorry to leave you all the runaround work. Oh no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. A full 3 hours later, I left the math club room. At this point, basically just the Camp Task Force HQ, and walked down the hallway with Aryu-san. I think we did all that we could. Everyone joining the camp today had a room assigned and futon brought to them. The only thing left was assigning shower times and other small details, but Soto-sensei and Tsurugimune-san should be able to handle that. It was almost 5. I needed to get back and start making dinner for the track team, so I said farewell and left the club room. Sorry for being so pushy again. Aryu-san was just leaving too, so it was a good opportunity to give Soto-sensei and Tsurugimune-san a little break together. No, I should be the one saying that. You were a big help again today. It's not as if Soto-sensei and Tsurugimune-san are incapable, but they tend to get a little overwhelmed when they're busy. I bet I'm the same too. You come in after me again today. You came in after me again today, but you did a good job neatly assigning all the work. I'm happy to hear that, I guess. Wow, I didn't think I could say it so easily. I'm happy, huh? Yeah, I am. To hear someone say I helped them. You seem quite used to this, though, Tumi-san. Do you like managing things like that? Directing people and so forth? Oh, I wanted to say just straight up yes. So you can't just say that. We're gonna say I don't hate it. I wouldn't say I like it. I think this is a little more less negative. This is very negative, so we don't want to be negative. I wouldn't say I like it. Was I managing things? Aryu-san kind of puts interesting spin on things. I guess I like moving a situation along when it's in chaos, but it's not like I want to manage anything and everything. I just thought it would be good to clear things up. It just sort of came out. I wasn't really thinking about it when I said it. Afterward, I was like, it probably wasn't any of my business. No, it was honestly a big help. Not to sound like a broken record or anything, but you really did save us with your help. I don't think it's something just anyone can do. You're not in a club right now, correct, Tumi-san? Oh, is she gonna ask us to join her, like, student council club? Correct. Are you going to become the track team's manager in the future or something like that? Huh? The track team? No, I was just asked to help with the camp. I wasn't going to do anything like that. I see. It's too bad for them. I don't suppose you'd join the disciplinary committee then? Disciplinary committee, sorry, not student council. Huh? The disciplinary committee? Yes, it'd be a big help if you'd join. No, that's not all. I'd quite like working with you, I think. Sorry, I usually help out at home, so... Oh, is your home a business, Tumi-san? Well, no. No, that's not it. I help with other chores since both of my parents work. I don't really have spare time after school. I see. I suppose there's nothing for it then. It's too bad, though. You're close to Yuka, right? Why not invite her? Is that a joke? Invite Yuka on the disciplinary committee? Yuka? That's a joke, right? I'm afraid Yuka just isn't suited to disciplinary committee work. She's not the type. I personally think she's quite interesting, mind you. Yes, I'm quite intrigued by her. Yeah? Well, speak of the devil, makeup classes should be ending just about now. Huh? Aryu-san's stiff expression relaxed as she looked down the hallway. I followed her gaze as she remarked, oh, she's like super happy, just like Yuka was when class was almost over there. Oh, Yuka was already dashing over to us from the stairs. It looked like we'd noticed each other at pretty much the same instant. Whoa, that was a bright smile she cracked when she saw us, practically sparkling. Does she have a different shirt on every time? I think she does. Aki, oh, and Yuna too. Don't see you two together much. Actually, are you guys like friends? Huh? How should I answer this? Does it sound a little too cold when we're saying we're just acquaintances? But I'm not sure we're really close enough to call each other friends. Yeah, she's been helping Soto-sensei and me with our work since the camp started. Yeah. So that's where the friends line is for Aryu-san, Does that mean Yuka and I are in the same level to her? Oh, whoa, that's awesome. Yuna volunteering? Is that why you're at school? No, not that. I was asked to cook for the track team. I'm only helping out when I've got extra time. That's pretty awesome, too. You've got a true volunteer soul. You mean volunteer spirit? Don't make it sound so weird. Oh, was the cool helper you mentioned the day before yesterday Yuna Aki? Yes, that's right. She's a great help, really. That's awesome, Yuna. You are my master mentor, after all. No, seriously, stop. I'm happy when Aryu-senpai compliments me, but you're just making me feel like an idiot, Yuka. I wouldn't do that. She's awesome, right, Eki? You're so cool, Yuna. Yeah, she's right. No, really, stop. Exactly what's intriguing about Yuka to Aryu-san? I wonder. I guess she is pretty interesting, at least. Well, I don't have all the time in the world to put up with her weird backhanded compliments, and if I get in the way of these two, it would ruin the original help I was supposed to be doing. I should get out of here. I've got dinner ready, too. Well, I've got to go make dinner for the track team. Yes, have a good time, Yuka. Good work today, Yuna. Ah, sure, well, see you. Whoa, that surprised me. Aryu-san just suddenly called me by my name. Does she use first names for all her friends? I was a little surprised at how quickly we switched there. Everyone thinks about relationships differently, I suppose. I waved to the two of them and headed to the kitchen, thinking about tonight's dinner menu, centered around a cold stew. Oh wow, it's late. I guess it's nighttime now. The hallways in the lodging house have a quiet tempo during the day, but brim with activity at night. Maybe it's because everyone's done with practice and ready for bed. I could hear the talking and laughing voices in the hallway, the sounds flowing through the walls. Ah, Yuna-chan headed to the showers? Ah, Amishima-senpai, yeah. Sorry you have to go by yourself, even though you're supposed to be with the track team. Oh no, I joined you guys at the last minute after all. But we're the ones who asked, you know? I feel kinda bad that we all get to use them first. But I used the time cleaning up and preparing for breakfast tomorrow, so don't worry about it. I was already in my shower slot by the time I'd finished cleaning up the preparing for tomorrow's breakfast. Everyone has a different time assigned to use the showers. Since we can't have them crowded during the camp, I'm assigned with the track team, but mine's a little later than theirs. I don't really mind that. Like I told Amishima-senpai, I'd been busy with all the things way up until my showering time, so now I was crossing paths with the track team after they'd finished their own showers. The cold stew today was really good. How did you do that? The stew was cold, but the potatoes and meat stayed warm all the way through. It was kinda neat. You mix the soup and the pumpkin together and chill those. Then you simmer the meat and vegetables separately and add them to the stew when you serve it. Oh, that makes sense. It was delicious. It would have been a little chilly on my stomach if it were all cold, but the vegetables stayed nice and warm. Really perfect. It was so easy to eat on a hot day like today. Thanks. Yeah, I think it was a big success. I've been wanting to try that recipe for a while now. I didn't get to practice it first, and I was cooking for a big group of people, so I'm glad it went well. Unani. Oh, Hina. Hina's small frame suddenly appeared between the relative giants of Amishima-senpai and Inamoto-senpai. Hina had just showered too. Naturally, her hair was still wet. The scent of her shampoo drifted over to my nose. We'd gone and bought matching shampoo together for the camp. Though I had just gotten a travel-size version of the shampoo I usually use, and Hina had just picked the same one as me. Geez, leaving your hair wet again? I keep telling you that's not good for it, don't I? It'll dry fast. What's for breakfast tomorrow? An onigiri buffet. Takana and hijiki and minced chicken. Yes, yes, I'll put them in. Yay. Hina grinned. I don't know why, but my pulse sped up just seeing that face of hers. Buffet. I'll make a bunch of onigiri with different fillings, and people can pick which ones they want. Everyone eats different amounts at breakfast, so I thought it'd be more efficient to do it like that. Is it okay if I share them with some people if we have leftovers? I suppose, man. You really think of everything, Yuna-chan. Some girls don't have much of an appetite in the morning. Yeah, that's fine, Yuna-chan. You can do whatever you want with the leftovers. Alright, thank you. By the way, did you take requests? They can't all be Hina's favorites, right? I'm partial to salmon with a little extra salt. Oh, I want seaweed tsukudani. I like salmon too. Takana. I like it when the rice is seasoned or fried or something. Tuna mayo for sure. What is all this? Everyone's going all out with their favorite onigiri fillings now. Oh boy. Wait a second, I can't exactly make that many, can I? Actually, at this point, it'd be more like making a separate meal for each person. Alright everyone, that's enough. You know Yuna-chan can't make that many. Oh, I'm saying, I guess Inamoto-senpai is the vice captain. For a reason, saved, sorry. She saved us. Don't worry about them, Yuna-chan, just make what you plan to. Yeah. Come on everyone, let's go. Sorry for stopping you, Yuna-chan. You'll run out of time to shower. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Yep. Inamoto-senpai's really like a chaperone on a field trip. She's even pulling Captain Imishima-senpai along with her. Yuna-ni? Yeah? Can I come hang out in your room later? Sure, but you've got to get back before lights out, okay? Uh-huh. And you've brought your homework, right? I'll look it over. What? I'm kidding. See you later. Hina nodded and pattered off to join the line of the track team girls. Phew. For some reason, it had felt like a little like my breath was caught, and it hadn't escaped until I watched her go. I think someone's falling in love here. Yuna. With Hina, of all people. I mean, when you start this game, it seems pretty apparent that obviously Yuna's gonna end up with someone. I was hoping it would be Anno, that we'd get to pick Anno. I wanted to pick Anno. We haven't even seen Anno in a long time. That makes me sad. But it looks like maybe it's gonna be Hina. Either way, that's fine. Hina's nice. I like Hina too. I just kind of like Anno better. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Let's continue on. We're at home. Sunday. The 5th day of Camp Sunday. I went back home for a bit after preparing lunch. It was something I planned from the start. Go home for a day to do some laundry and bring back clean clothes. I still needed to get back in time to prepare dinner, meaning I'd have to leave around 4. I didn't expect my chores to take that long, though. I'm done with the washing machine, but I don't think these clothes are going to be dry in time. I'll leave a note for Mom and ask her to bring the clothes back in for me. And on the way back to school, I'll stop by next door and grab some clean clothes for Hina. She couldn't skip out during practice after all. After gathering the clothes and heading to the kitchen to leave that note... postcards. A small pile was neatly stacked on the dining room table, and all the cards I could see were addressed to me. The one at the top caught my eye. It's from Anno. Anno sent us a postcard? Remembering the card I'd received last year, I steeled myself a bit before flipping it over. I thought so. My parents look forward to Anno's postcards too. Where the heck does she get these? It's a beautiful card, I suppose, but I'm not sure what to think of the illustration of this pink-haired girl. Anno's New Year's cards are like this too, so my parents always make me show them the ones I get. This one says, another big catch this year. It's probably about Komiket. I think she goes and stays at a relative's house every year to attend. Komiket. Well, I have to say, it's very Anno. I collected the other two, responses from some teachers I'd had in middle school, and brought them back to my room. I was ready to get back to school after making some snacks for the camp task force, of course. I wonder what these cards are. I hope we could see Yanos. Oh. We're back at school. We're cooking dinner, it looks like. Sorry we're late. Oh, what is the KR? It's probably something... Anyways, for their club. Food. Finally. I'm sleepy. Yes, Nina, we get it. Oh, come on, Nina, wake up. It's time for dinner. You're finally here. The track team had about a 30-minute head start on dinner by the time the broadcasting club appeared in the cafeteria. Good, I was about to get you guys. I was starting to wonder if you weren't going to show. Sorry. It's Yumi's fault. She can't stop fixing the script. Well, if it doesn't feel right, it doesn't feel right. Hey Nina, are you awake? It's dinner time. I don't care anymore. I don't need food. I need sleep. Eat before you sleep. Fine. Sounds rough. I said to Ichiki-san as I scooped some rice for them. Normally I ask people to get their own rice, but these three really seem like they're having a rough time. Yeah, we haven't gotten much sleep since the camp started. Huh, why not? Well, first we couldn't come up with what we wanted for our drama to be about. We just kind of spent all night arguing, and then suddenly the sun would come up, you know? How very responsible. But we'll be done with the script pretty soon, so we're good now. At least get a good dinner, okay? You won't last like this. Yeah, we will. What have you made? Ginger pork, boiled spinach, cold tofu, a salad, miso soup, and almond jelly. I made it like a set meal. Though there isn't much left of the ginger pork since it was pretty popular. Well, that sounds great. That's fine. We won't eat as much as the track team girls. I'm so glad you're here, Toomey. I really wasn't expecting much from the food this week. Come on, Nina. If you don't eat, we'll shove food into your mouth for you. Aye, aye. They really seem tired, exhausted even. Especially Nina-san. She's in a bit of a sort of a state in particular. She looks like she's about to pass out at any moment. Wait. Nina-san, you're spilling your soup. I grabbed a rag and ran over. Oh, are we gonna have... I have a feeling we're gonna have like this super moment here is about to happen when we're like wiping the soup off of her lap or something. This is gonna be great. Are you okay? You're really not sleeping either? Nah, meh. Well, like Sasa and I are writing the script and directing stuff. Nina's just doing the editing, so it's not like she has to stay up with us. But we're camping in the broadcasting room, you know? If Sasa and I are awake talking the whole time, it doesn't really get quiet at all. And Yumi's even louder when she's not sleeping. You were like randomly laughing and stuff too, Sasa. That's cause you kept saying stupid shit, Yumi. Right, so that's why Nina-san hasn't been getting much sleep. Nina-san's practically snoring while she's eating. I'm even kind of surprised by her dexterity, but it must be even harder on her to be getting so little sleep. Hey, Nina-san? You know, I'm the one using the room I'm in. I'm the only one using the room I'm in, and there's definitely enough space for another futon. If the broadcasting room is too loud, would you like to stay with me? You can come stay in my room when Ichiki-san and Futana-san are gonna be up late. Can I? I don't mind, just need to bring your futon over. That might be like a really big help. Sorry about that, Toomey-chan. We'll get it all done tonight, we promise. You two should get some sleep too, you know? Yeah, but there's just something about night that gives you good ideas, right? Is that how it works? Yeah, it super does. Though usually when I look back at it later, we have no idea what we were thinking and have to toss it out. Isn't it kind of pointless then? It's not pointless, it's very helpful. If you exhaust all the bad ideas, all you have left are good ideas. Wow, we get this whole room to ourselves and everyone else is like cramped together? Wow. And we're gonna have a little bit of a sleepover, aren't we? With just us and Nina. Actually, yeah, I guess there's Anno, Nina, and I don't even remember her name. Why, Hina. Why did I forget her name? So those three are like, which one's it gonna be, I guess? I was hoping it would be Anno, but it really looked like Hina was the top dog at this point, and now Nina and we're gonna be together. Nina and Yuna, not Nina and I. Yuna and Nuna. Never mind. Let's go. After returning to my camp bedroom a little while later, there was a quiet knock on my door and Nina-san tottered into the room. Thanks for having me. It seems like she accepted my proposal at dinner and plans on sleeping here tonight. It's hard to imagine someone looking sleepier. She's rubbing her eyes, her voice is barely there, and it looks like she's about to fall down and curl up on the spot. Ah, welcome. You brought your futon? Yep. Just the covers? The mattress is too heavy. This'll be good enough. Wait a second, I'll get some cushions. You can at least sleep on those. Thanks, my savior. I lined up some cushions just in time for Nina-san to topple right over onto them. You know, we're really just writing the script for our drama over the summer camp. Yeah. We're not editing it or asking the drama club to record it until September. I see. So I really didn't need to join this camp. But you know Yumi would say, let's camp together, right? Yeah, I suppose Ichiki-san would say that. Well, I don't mind participating. We're all in the broadcasting club after all. But I didn't think I'd miss this much sleep. Right. I don't care about giving them alone time or anything anymore. I'm just gonna sleep. Just let me sleep. Go ahead, get a good... And she's passed out already. Look at that. She's out like a light. She must have really been pushing herself. Nina-san was already snoring at the top of the cushions. On top of the cushions. I fixed her covers and laid out my own futon. It was a bit early for lights out, but I think I'll go to bed too. I think Nina-san will sleep better if the lights are off. Well, at least she got some sleep. It's depressing seeing her so tired all the time, even though she's always tired. You know what, let's go one more day. We're on a roll. Haven't played this in a while, so this is good. That was a quick day, wasn't it? Anyways, the 6th day of the camp, not long left. I needed to figure out the best uses for our remaining ingredients. It was on my mind as I headed out to the schoolyard after preparing breakfast. I guess this is the hardest part. Using up all the food while still having enough for everyone. It's a delicate balance we'll need to do for the last day. I didn't really have anything to do outside. It was just a walk to spend a little extra time. It was 7 a.m., about time for people to get up, but it was still quiet outside. The hallways in the school building were deserted, and the courtyard was clear of anyone at all. I expected the schoolyard to tell the same story. And there's, wow, Hina up and running already. Look at that. Incredible. Ah. But there was one figure running the track. I could tell even from a ways away. A small frame, short hair, and running form I knew very well. Hina. Hina was running the schoolyard track entirely on her own. I wonder why I heard there wasn't any morning practice today. Hina was merely circling the track, maybe a little faster than a jogging pace. I guess I'd just call it running. Yeah, that's probably a good thing to call it. She looked small and slender, but there was strength in the way she ran. At meets, I remember likening her to a puppy or a kitten running with all it has. Like she was just happy to run, sprinting at full power towards me, or after a ball that had been thrown. Something like that. She wasn't running at full sprint, but every time her feet kicked the ground, her arms pumped, her hair and her jacket would flutter in the wind. Why is she wearing a jacket if she's running? It seems inefficient. She looked beautiful. Hina's face, her figure, her gaze, fixed ahead. It all looked beautiful to me. Hina! I couldn't look away from Hina's running figure. For some reason, I just kept staring at her as she moved slowly across the track. On and on. I wondered if Hina could see me standing in the corner of the schoolyard. Would she notice me? I hope so. Every now and then, I would enter the field of her vision as she ran with such dedication around the track. I stood there, thinking those scattered thoughts for a while. Oh, the time. Was I staring very long? I mean, I was kind of spaced out for a bit. I wonder why. I checked the clock on my phone. Good, maybe 10 minutes? But that was all spent watching Hina run. Yuna-chan? Inamoto-senpai! I couldn't help gasping when Inamoto-senpai called out to me and appeared nearby. I really surprised you there, huh? I didn't think I was that loud or anything. No, I'm sorry. I was kind of out of it. Oh, were you watching Hina? Yeah, there was no morning practice today, right? Right, Hina's doing independent training. Independent training, ah. Were you watching how Hina runs? It's beautiful, right? Yeah, I guess so. I don't really know any of the technical stuff, but it looks beautiful even if you don't know the details, right? The reason Hina's form looks so good is because her body just knows how to run its fastest. Huh? She's like Matsuri, I suppose. It's not sports theory or anything, their bodies just know. They instinctively know how to move. That's why it's so natural, and that's why it looks so good. I'm a little jealous, really. I see. I watched Hina run as I listened to Inamoto-senpai. I mean, she's always run the same way ever since we were little, chasing behind me and stuff. Is this what it means for her body to move naturally? The coach has actually suggested Hina switch to long-distance running. But she's so short, she should be a sprinter, right? She seems a little stressed about it since she seems to prefer sprinting. Really? I had no idea. Stressed? I hadn't noticed. Well, it's only natural, since most track athletes start with sprinting, you know? Someone gets a compliment after winning a race or two, and then they start track, right? I think Hina's suited to long-distance running too, physically, but also because she enjoys running and immerses herself in it. Distance running uses strategy too, of course. But I think just being able to empty your head and persevere is an important part of it. Persevere, sorry. Well, Hina's always loved running since she was a kid. That's why she joined the track team and always looks like she's having fun with it. But stressed, I see. But she's never made it obvious. In fact, she's always concerned about me instead. I feel like at some point, Hina got really responsible without me even noticing. Though it might still be a bit early to decide. Hina might still be growing after all. If she comes to you about it, could you listen? I don't think you need to really give her any advice or anything. Of course. Thanks. Hina seems really attached to you. Well, we should probably fetch her before she overworks herself. That's right. She's been running this whole time. Don't worry. See, there's Matsuri. Ugh. Senpai's trudging over to Hina from the other side of the track. I think she's yelling something to her. Oh, Hina's running away. Senpai started chasing her. Oh, Senpai's fast. She's already closed the gap. Well, I doubt Hina is still seriously trying to get away. It's time for breakfast soon, right? Yeah. I'm looking forward to it again. What are those two doing though? Now Matsuri's goofing off too. Is Amashimpai-senpai clinging to Hina from behind her? How are they still running? Is this really appropriate, Amashima-senpai? Matsuri, cut it out. Hurry up and let Hina cool down. The two of them looked over at us after Inamoto-senpai shouted at them. I could see Hina wave to me. Laughing when I saw her smile, I felt my cheeks flushing for some reason. Oh, come on, Yuna. You know this look. You've seen it so many times. Oh, that took a while, huh? Well, I think we're still good. It was just supposed to be a quick walk. I'd probably still have time to finish breakfast, since I only needed to heat some things up. But I hurried over to the cafeteria anyway, when I remembered I hadn't set anything out yet. Ichiki-san and Futano-san. It was still very quiet outside, so I noticed the two of them right away. Things were looking kind of dire yesterday. I wonder if they got enough sleep last night. Well, they look well rested at least. Are they on a walk too? They're strolling kind of slowly, almost like they're leaning on each other. Morning, Ichiki-san, Futano-san. Eek! Oh, they were maybe having a little just walk together. They didn't know we were here. Whoa! Huh? Was I too loud? Talk about deja vu. This is exactly what just happened to us. The two of them went bolt upright in a surprise and jumped away from each other. Wait, were these two? Chen, morning. Yeah, morning. Sorry, I didn't think I'd scare you that much. This is going exactly alright, never mind. No, it's fine, we were just a little surprised. Yeah. Their faces were both bright red. Need something? No, just saying hi. Did you two get a good sleep last night? Yeah. Enough. Yeah, that's good. It's almost time for breakfast, so make sure you're at the cafeteria, okay? I'll wake up Nina-san and bring her too. Okay. Got it. Well, see ya. Later. The two said, hurrying away, their faces still bright red. Those two, when I called out to them, they were holding hands, right? Yuna! Whoa, Megumi! This time it was my turn to jump. Megumi had just about shouted at me from behind. Whoa, don't scare me like that. I saw it. I've seen it. Oh boy. Seen what? Those two. Oh, this is what I was kind of guessing. I think I know where this is going. Yeah? Yesterday, last night, when they were alone together. Uh-huh. They were making out in the broadcasting room. Huh? For a second, I wasn't sure what Megumi had said, but the words slowly sunk in. What'd she say? Are those two, Ichiki-san and Futano-san, in the broadcasting room? Making out. Does that mean... Wait, what? No way. I saw it. I finally seen it. Really, Megumi? Oh, Sachi-chan. Really, I got a good, long look. Oh, if it hadn't been for the broadcasting room, you could have seen it too, Sachi-chan. I saw it for the first time. Two girls making out. What was it like? Well, let's see. First, Sasa-san kissed Yumi-san. Wait a second. Why are you saying all of this all of a sudden? But I have to tell Sachi-san too. Well, you don't need to tell me. Do that by yourself. Huh? Don't give me that. I don't want to hear the play-by-play, and why were you spying on them anyways? I mean, isn't that the whole point of why we're helping them, so they can figure out how to, like, do the thing together? What do you mean, why? I guess I was spying, but we started this whole thing so we could see how girls do it, right? Yeah, there we go. Megumi hasn't lost sight of our goal. Right, but... Well, Sachi-san and I don't know how to do it, and you don't know either, right, Yuna? And all we can do is watch other people and learn from them, right? Oh boy. I guess so, but it's not like we're getting in their way. We're just watching a little. That's fine, isn't it? Yeah. My Yuna, is your face glowing? Are you embarrassed by this? Of course I am. I understand how you feel, but you need to be prepared for things like this, huh? Have I told you this already, Yuna? We could be in trouble if we didn't know what we were doing and weren't mentally prepared for it. I don't want that. I want my first time with Sachi-san to be a good thing. So we need more information. We'll all do what we can to keep helping these girls so we can see all sorts of examples from them. So you're gonna have to keep working hard for us, okay, Yuna? For our Eurytopia. Stop that. I wanted to cover my ears and run away, but I can't really escape these two, can I? So, Ichiki-san and Futano-san really? And at school? I mean, I guess I knew I was helping people for the goal Megumi was just talking about, but I didn't want to hear about that kind of stuff about my friends and acquaintances. Your face is like a beet, Yuna. Are you surprised? Yuna, you're so innocent. I'd thought you might be a little bit enlightened in this area, but not so, it seems. Listen then, after the kiss, those two... Seriously. If we're being honest, actually, I kind of wish those two had gone further. Stop talking about this. Come now, Megumi, you mustn't tease Yuna-san so. These really aren't things to discuss so publicly. I mean, no one else can hear them, so is it really publicly? What, but... Please tell me about it later. Of course. So Sachi-san's interested, like I thought. Well, this was their original goal. It's too bad you couldn't watch this time, but I'm sure we'll get another chance, Sachi-san. Indeed, I look forward to it. What do I do? I have a feeling I'm aiding and abetting something horribly wrong. Come on, though, Yuna. I bet you're a little bit curious. Want me to tell you after all? No. I walked away from them, resisting my urge to cover my ears. Where are you going? The cafeteria. It's time for breakfast now. Please don't follow me. What lame. Let Yuna-san do her work, Megumi. Okay. God, I know it's not really okay, but they're ghosts, so we'll put aside the matter of their spine. But there's no need for them to tell me about it. Ah, jeez, my face is on fire. Am I embarrassed? Is it something else? I'm not really sure what to call it, but my heart's pounding. As if marching to its beat, I hurried to the cafeteria. After our usual busy breakfast, thanks to my busy schedule, I managed to drive Megumi's words out of my head. Looking over at Ichiki-san and Futano-san was still out of the question, of course. After I was finished cleaning everything up, I was beginning to feel like I'd regained my composure. For a break. And because I figured Surigimine-san and Sonu-sensei would be swamped as always, I could use the help, I headed to the math club room. The help I was to lighten their load, of course, but also to give them give the two of them time to get a little closer. But if the result of that is the two, jeez, let's just not think about that right now. Yo, Yuna. After I left the cafeteria, Yuka called out to me near the entrance hall. Morning! What are you in such a hurry for? Nah, I wasn't really in a hurry. Yeah, you were walking really fast, though. Was I? Do you have makeup classes again today, Yuka? Yep, it's finally the last day. Man, those classes are a drag. If I didn't have a reward afterwards, I don't know what I would have done. A reward, eh? Yuka has been attending classes really diligently. I've heard from both her and Arya-san that it's all due to their meeting for lunch and chatting a little afterwards. That's the reward Yuka means. I guess these plans hinge on Yuka making it to her classes. Arya-san seems really strict with punctuality. What with the whole disciplinary committee thing. You're really early today, though. There should be almost 30 minutes until our classes start. When we meet like this the other day, it was much less extra time. Yeah, that's cause I didn't even have time for sleep this morning. I wanted to get to school as fast as I could. Huh? Since I thought I might see you. And I was right. Oh boy, I think she's got some lyrics for us to look at, maybe. What do you mean? Even as I asked, I had a bad feeling about her answer. Like, this has happened before, hasn't it? My love rock's finally almost complete. That's right, it's just like before. And you came early to show it to me? Yeah, I didn't think of the timing would work out this perfectly, though. You're the final chord to my completing my rock and roll, Yuna. You really think so? There's some stuff I'm kind of stuck on, but look, this is my masterpiece. Sure. Well, I can't really turn her down, can I? I wonder if I'm weak to excuse me. I'm weak to stuff like this with Yuka. It's like I know her requests are innocent, at least. No, actually, I feel like I might just be being forced to do this stuff more often lately. Like, I just can't ignore it anymore. I got it. Let me see. Yeah. This is the third time, and here's her notebook again. She must be pretty rough with it, since the corners are getting all worn out. Though you can kind of tell how important it is to her, too. I opened to the newest page, and earmarked for me. Earmarked for me. And I read the lyrics written there. What do you think? I think it hits right notes, but... Is it bad after all? Yuna, it's actually getting kind of tiring rewriting it when you tell me it's no good. Sorry, I wouldn't say it's no good. Huh? Well, you looked kind of serious when you got all quiet, Yuna. No, I was just really surprised and kind of impressed. Impressed? I'm sorry, I think it's good. I can't really say much more about it, but it's cool. That's what it seems like. Oh? The lyrics written there were definitely... I'm not sure how to say this. It's like it's not like they were particularly beautiful or touching, but they were very straightforward, yes. That's right. I think it would be most fitting to describe them as very Yuka. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I don't really understand rock all that well, especially the particular brand Yuka talks about, but it's clear what she's trying to say in these lyrics. Seriously, you think this'll work? I mean, I can't really guarantee that. You're singing this to Arya-san after all, right? She just seems so serious. There might be holes in the whole premise, but the lyrics themselves are good in my opinion. At the very least, I think it'll be a really good song. Not that I'm really a music expert or anything. I don't really have any favorite artists or anything. Sometimes I'll listen to certain songs I like, but not much more than that. That's why the only evaluation I can give is that it seems like Yuka, and from the measurement, I think it's good. Alright, I've finally gotten Yuna's blessing. Wait a second, just because I think it's good doesn't mean Arya-san's going to like it, right? Well, I mean, I guess so, but I feel like it wouldn't get to Aki if you didn't think it was good, Yuna. What if Arya-san and I had completely different tastes? It's not just about taste. What's important is the rock. If that's wrong, nothing'll get through. I believe in your judgment, Yuna. Really? Well, she has a lot more faith in me than I do. Okay, now all I've got to do is hone in so that it gets through to Aki. I've stuffed my soul into it. I just need to get closer to Aki and make the lyrics all for her. Sure, good luck. Alright, today I'm gonna get her phone number and text her all sorts of stuff. Huh, you haven't exchanged numbers yet? Yeah, I kinda totally forgot about it. I know her home phone number though. Isn't it usually the other way around? Well, whatever. Oh, your classes are starting soon. You can't be late for the last day, right? Oh, that's right. Okay, I'm off. Yes, yes, pay attention, okay? Right. She's really fired up. I wish more people were that positive. Okay, maybe not that positive. Oh wow, I've been going a really long time with this episode. I hope that's the end there. Nope. Got a lot more to do. Alright, we're gonna an extra long episode today, that's fine. This isn't good. Quiet. Aryusen and I both muttered quietly as we worked. What wasn't good? Well, the sight before us. The math club room had been completely absorbed by the Summer Camp Task Force HQ and School Festival Committee Special Summer Vacation Branch Office. The amount of work piled up wasn't good, but what was most not good was the state of the two struggling with it, Sono-sensei and Tsurugimine-san. I'm back! Nakajima-sensei wasn't there. I'm sorry, I guess she has the day off. Tsurugimine-san returned after she'd gone to deliver some documents to the faculty room. But the two of them should have checked that Nakajima-sensei would be at school today before she left. It's not like they're so overwhelmed with work that they've forgotten that. They've also there's also a kind of weird energy in their conversation. Hey, Tsukoyo-chan, what do I do next? Let's see. They seem to be facing their work with unhealthy amounts of enthusiasm. I think we have some symptoms of acute workaholicism here. Aryusen, do those two seem like they've gotten a little off the deep end, do you? Yeah, we should do something about this before something bad happens. I think you're right. Let's see then. What should we do, though? I don't think we'd be able to stop those two right now if we tried. But while I was considering our options, Aryusen got to her feet beside me. Please wait a moment, Sensei. What is it? Do you need help with something? Sono-sensei's surprised, yeah. I'm kinda surprised too. What is she planning to do? I believe it's time to re-examine the work we have here. What do you mean? We need to review the work we have and organize it a little. That and... let's take a break tomorrow. What? Whoa, Aryusen isn't just beating around the bush. Do you have other plans tomorrow, Aryusen? And it looks like Sensei's misinterpreting Aryusen's suggestion. That's not what I meant. I believe you and Tsurugimine-san should take a break tomorrow, Sono-sensei. We should? Yes. It's obvious that you two are overworking yourselves. Continuing on this manner will make your efficiency drop, and you'll be more likely to make mistakes. And more importantly, if you don't rest soon, you'll both collapse. In order to get that rest, we need to reorganize. What? But we're finally getting into the groove. That's the worst state to be in. If you're working just on momentum, you're definitely going to make some mistakes. Sono-sensei, you worked all through Saturday too, right? Yes, but the summer camp didn't start until Wednesday. And before it started, were you on vacation? Oh, Sono-sensei was definitely working. She might really be on the verge of collapse then. You need to take a break soon. But... I apologize, but I couldn't let it go unsaid. I'm not telling you not to do work. I'm just saying that you should take a break. It's a waste of time recovering from mistakes that could have been prevented with rest. Talking like this to a teacher, I think it's cool, but Aryusen might be going a little too far. Right. Sono-sensei is totally deflated now. But Aryusen hasn't said anything wrong. I'm sure she feels that way too. And I think Aryusen's suggestion is pretty good for my proposal as well. Purposes as well. She's right about how much work Sono-sensei and Tsurugimine-san have been doing all through this summer camp. I really do think they should rest. And it's one of my objectives to help those two out while I'm here. The two of them have been working this whole time. I've helped them with that a little, but I feel like Megumi might complain if that's all I do. Let's organize the work, Sono-sensei. I'll gladly take Aryu-san's suggestion. Sure. Please help me out if I have any questions. Right. I have a pretty good grasp of the work Aryu-san and I have been doing. All that's left is... And if you have any work you're hiding, could you get it out too? As long as we see all the work Sono-sensei has, we should be able to account for it. Well, it's good that they get a break. That's kind of what our goal was in the first place for helping them out, so... We can go over these in September, right? I suppose so. It would be better to be prepared a little bit now, though. There are additional applications in September, aren't there? You'd have to do it all over again. I guess so. And you'll need more assistance for this one. Meaning it should also be set aside for September. No, thinking you might be able to do it on your own if you try. There are other students on the festival committee. There's no need for you and Tsurugumine-san to do it all yourselves. Right. And like that, once I had cleared an understanding of the work, I was able to swiftly sort it into work for now and work for later. Maybe because of my cooking experience. I think I have a knack for this sort of task prioritization. I was thankful for Aryu-san too, who was helping persuade Sono-sensei to go along with my suggestions. Her persuasion may have been a bit forceful though. I think that about does it. We've organized the work and reconsidered our assignments. It took some extra time, but I think that'll let us finish everything today. Man, what are you two, project managers? Tsurugumine-san said while I proudly surveyed my work. What's that supposed to mean? Well, I mean, you and Aryu-san sorted through that mess like it was nothing. Look at all the work we don't have to do now. Well, yeah, we don't have to do it now, but we're just putting it off the work that doesn't need to be done immediately. It doesn't change the fact that it'll need to be done in September. Aryu-san gave the trick away. It doesn't sound good to say we're putting it off, but it's not good to do more work than you need to either. Though you'll have other planning committee members to help you. The most important thing is that it would be a bad idea to try to do all this work with just the people here. Pardon me? I see. All we need to do now is finish our assignments. We should be able to get them done today. Yeah, you're right. Then you and Sono-sensei can do this, alright? Alright. That's fine, right, Sensei? Yes, it's fine, I think. I'm sorry, you two. Sono-sensei's depressed. I do kind of think we went overboard there, but... Please don't let it bother you. We have all of our own ways of doing things, Sensei. Aryu-sen? I kind of get the feeling you're just making things worse. I'm starting to lose my confidence. You are fine, Tsukuyo-chan. It's just that these two are machines. What are you gonna do with Tsukuyo-chan's confidence anyway? Are you gonna be teachers now? Maybe we should. Do we want to be teachers? I don't know if we want to be teachers. I don't want to be a teacher. No, of course not. That's not what we're trying to do. And we're not trying to take Sono-sensei's confidence either. I've never thought about it. I don't know about Aryu-san, though. I've never considered becoming a teacher either. I'm aware that I'm unsuited for it. A teacher, huh? I don't know. I've been thinking I want to cook for my job somehow, but I haven't really considered any careers in particular. What are my options, I wonder? I could be a chef or a nutritionist. I think there are a few. I suppose I could be a home ec teacher too. In which case, I guess I'd need to study more home economics, huh? Yeah, I guess I should be thinking about that pretty soon. I don't think you're unsuited for it. I think you'd both make great teachers, Aryu-san, Tubi-san. What about me, Tsukuyo-chan? Of course you too, Tsurugumine-san. If any of you are interested, I'll always be happy to give you some advice. Let's leave the career counseling for another time, Sensei. We should finish our current work today. Okay, we'll do our work in the next room. We'll come ask if we have any questions. Alright, thank you. Right. The math room, club room is pretty big, but it's limited by a lack of tables or desks. Aryu-san and I moved to the neighboring room to do our work. I also wanted to leave Tsurugimine-san and Sono-sensei alone with each other. Not that they'd have anything in there but work, I was pretty sure. I left the math club room with Aryu-san, carrying the papers I'd assigned to myself. Oh boy, this is a really long day. Maybe I should have ended before this day. Oh well, it's too late now. We're going in for the long haul. I do need to get a drink though. I hope it's a little easier for Sono-sensei now. I'm sure she'll be fine. Shame she was still left with so much work that we couldn't help with, though. Thank you, Yuna. That was well done. Don't mention it. I'm sorry for getting carried away. Don't worry about it. I didn't even know you'd been able to lighten our workload so much when I made the suggestion. It was a big help. That goes for both of us then, I guess. I don't think I would have been able to persuade Sensei like you did, Aryu-san. I'm glad. Now all we had to do is complete all of our tasks. Right. I'm sure Aryu-san won't have any trouble, but just in case... Yeah, I'll take this, okay? I said, grabbing the topmost folder on Aryu-san's stack and adding it to my own. You kinda snuck yourself some extra work, didn't you, Aryu-san? I think this evens things out, right? I really wanted to scout you now, Yuna. I really want to scout you now, Yuna. Let's get to it then. I'll have to sneak out before lunch. I've got a lunch date too. Ooh, a date, eh? I know, today's the last day of our makeup classes, so Yuka's here, of course. And depending on how much work Aryu-san gets done, she might have less time to hang out with her. I bet those two would complain to me if it happened. Well, yeah. I'll do what I can. If I concentrate, I should be able to get all this done before I have to get dinner ready. I'm not as bad as Sono-sensei, but at this rate, I might be turning into a workaholic myself. Oh boy, the day's still going on. Lunch finally finished, and with it, my responsibilities for a while. I think I'll go help Sono-sensei while I have free time before starting dinner. But I should probably take a little break. I don't get a lot of relaxation time when doing all this cooking and helping. That's what I thought anyway, so I decided to take a little walk. The air outside was hot, but I had been cooped up in the cafeteria kitchen so long that the open space would be worth it. Good work, Yuna-san. Lunch was great again today. Yeah. When it's time to eat, Megumi shows up in the cafeteria and sticks to me, sampling the tastes of the food. I enjoy hearing about your cooking from Megumi, Yuna-san. So Sachi-san says, but Megumi's reviews appear to be based entirely on her own preferences. I wouldn't really call them a good reference. Like, I like this, or I hate this, or this tastes too salty. I'm making sure they get extra salt since it's summer, you know? They don't show up at night when I'm sleeping, or in the shower or bathroom, where I really want privacy. But other than that, I basically have no idea when or where they're going to appear. Actually, they spy on most of the private moments of some people, don't they? Like Ichiki-san and Futano-san. Yuna, your face is bright red. Are you getting heart stroke? No, I'm fine. I was just imagining it a little. Seriously, why are they watching that stuff? Well, I know that's kind of their goal, but do they really have to tell me about it? I haven't really been able to make eye contact with Ichiki-san or Futuna-san since this morning. Are they going to tell me about it whenever that kind of stuff happens? Like with Ahara-senpai, Tsurugimine-san? Oh, Sachi-san, look over there. My, it's Yuka-chan and Aki-chan, isn't it? Oh, those two? I can't really imagine those two, though. I followed their gaze to the memorial tree and found Yuka and Aryu-san in its shade. They looked like they were having a happy chat about something. Come to think of it, Yuka's makeup classes ended today, right? It seems like she'll be done with that song of hers. She showed me too. And with her classes done and how she's chatting with Aryu-san, Yuka really looks like she's having fun. What are they talking about? I wonder. It looks like they're enjoying themselves. Let's go listen, Sachi-san. Yes. Those two really seem like they're having fun. I get that they're like seeing girls spending time together, and we're helping these girls, so... But I can't really just get away with anything. I can't... But they can... Oh boy. But can they really just get away with anything because they're ghosts? You wanna come, Yuna? Huh? Why do I have to eavesdrop on them too? It's not eavesdropping, you just make it sound so awful. We'll be listening, right? Where they can see us. Except they can't see you. It's not like there's anywhere to hide around them. So if I went along, they would really see me. Actually, you shouldn't be asking me to go eavesdrop on someone's conversation in the first place. How inconvenient for you, Yuna. Why wouldn't it be? Then we'll just leave you here. Oh, Sachi-san, wait for me. Looks like Sachi-san's already over by the enoki tree. She seems mature and polite, but I guess that once you're a ghost. Well, there you go. And I feel a little stupid just staring off at Yuka and Aryu-san in the distance now. Guess I should continue my walk. Oh boy, I think this is the longest episode yet. Anyways, after walking around for a while, I doubled back on my memorial tree to find Yuka and Aryu-san already gone. They must have left. I needed to get back to the Hoshiken building too. There was still work to be done in the math club room. And when I was about to head back to the school building... Ah, there you are, Yuna. They found me. We were looking for you after you left. Did Yuka and Aryu-san leave? Yes, just now. Aki-chan went back to the Hoshiken building. Did she? I should get back there too. Though, huh? What's with all the nerves on that Yuka girl, though? I don't get her at all. What about Yuka now? Well, you see, we were listening to their conversation, and Yuka-san spilled to Aki-san that she's gonna confess to her on stage at the school festival. What? Why? How should I know? I was surprised too. What did she tell her for? Yes, we're not sure why, but I imagine she just let it slip in her excitement. She didn't seem aware of herself that she'd let the secret out. Is that really possible, to reveal what you're planning to from the very person you're trying to keep it from, a secret from? Possible? It might be. For Yuka, she wasn't at all cautious in her conversation with me about it. It didn't take her long to bring up the subject when we met a few weeks ago. She was already asking for advice then and telling me about the person she was in love with. I kinda get the feeling she's just fundamentally incapable of having secrets. And Aryu-san heard this, right? Yes. But Aki-san... It must have been a bolt from the blue for Aryu-san, right? No matter how bad Yuka seems like she'd be at keeping secrets, she couldn't have been expecting her to do something like that. And to tell her that she was going to confess to her on stage after school festival, if she told her that... Did Yuka not even consider that Aryu-san might reject her then and there? Though it's because she doesn't think that she said it. She smiled. Smiled? Yes, and she told Yuka-chan, who hadn't noticed, that she was looking forward to it. Huh? What does this mean? She's looking forward to it? So she's open to Yuka's confession? What do you think that means? I don't know. Does it mean she's got a chance that Aryu-san might accept it, even after hearing that crazy plan for her confession? I mean, it's gonna be on stage at the school festival. All sorts of people are going to be watching, and she's gonna get confessed to. Could Aki-san actually be quite the catch? I wonder. Well, she must be pretty patient to be friends with Yuka. For a disciplinary committee member like her to be friends with Yuka, a serial latecomer. But Yuka's a woman, same as her. She wasn't surprised to hear something like that from someone of the same sex? She's looking forward to it? Ah, geez, I really don't get it. Now Aryu-san, I wonder if the world's actually pretty different from what I was considering common sense. Well, that's good to hear. These couples are getting easier and easier, more, to get together. Oh, I hope Nina's here again. Oh, good. So now the other two are gonna... I wonder what they're gonna do this time. Good evening. Oh, Nina-san, what's up? After cleaning up dinner, I'd come back from my room for a break. Hina was already there as if it were completely natural, and we were hanging out reading magazines and manga and such when Nina-san wandered in too. You want to sleep here again tonight? I don't know, nah. I just came to say hi. Oh yeah? Well, more like Yumi and Sasa have been really weird. Oh? Weird, like, because they've... I can't really think of any other reason. I get them being in a good mood, because we finally finished our script, but... It's like we've been fooling around all day since we don't have anything to do for the camp anymore. But, like, they're all hyper. Then they get suddenly quiet and mellow. Yeah? Oh, I can't stop picturing those two in my head. I wonder what they did. It's not like I've heard from Sachi-san and Megumi. They're all fussy about me too. Not as annoyingly as they were before, but the heck is that about? You know anything, Yuna? Nah, I wouldn't really know. I can't tell her I do, but I mean, I really don't know what they're feeling right now, that is. Ah, jeez, I really wish I could stop imagining all this stuff. What's up, Yunani? Your face is bright red. Do you have a fever? Huh? When does Hina's face get right in front of mine? Is it that her hand is touching my forehead? It might be kinda hot. Hina's hand feels a little cool. That alone is enough to tell me how hot my face is. It feels like my temperature's going up just from her touch. You might have a fever, Yunani. I'm good, it's nothing. I've got to get away from Hina. I'm sorry, Hina, but you really can't touch me right now. Why is my face getting so hot? Because I was imagining Ichiki-san and Futano-san? But it was Hina's touch that made my face so red. It's why my heart is pounding so loudly, too. Come on, Yuna. Figure it out. How could you not know? Alright, that's it for today. Wow, I think that's the longest episode I've done in Kindred Spirits. I don't know why. I just got into the groove and we just kept going and going. Anyways, that was a really good episode. I'm really excited. And I think we're gonna have a lot of like little cherry backstories. Those are gonna be very interesting as well. But I don't know if we'll get to that next time. Anyways, we'll figure that out when that happens. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time, and goodbye.